Nope. See ya.
So I can watch it now.
Sure.
But back then, everybody's talking about it.
Is that mystery gone because of that?
Today is our first episode of a new feature. This is our 15 minutes. We take 15 minutes and we will be on the clock to discuss a topic. I am the Eagle fan. My friend?
I am Evil Chicken, and I'm looking forward to this. I think this is a neat idea, especially, Dave, since we have a tendency to, I don't know, ramble. Yeah, we're not bad at that. We can do that. We've done it for years, and we're still doing it, which is a good thing.
Yes. So 15 minutes is going to be tough for us, I think. To let everybody know, we have actually been talking for almost an hour now before we started this.
Spoilers.
Not even about this.
True. This is true. But hot dog, we are ready to rock. Dave,
Yes.
what is the first topic? What is it?
Our first topic is the mystery gone? Our time starts now. Sir?
Nope. See ya. Sorry.
I think he's lying.
Everything that you said in the preamble, Dave, I think holds a lot of water, and I think we should explore what you said a little bit more. We have a little bit of time. You're absolutely right in the idea that we had to strategically plan our existence around said cultural event. What are some said cultural events? We were talking earlier, like one of those things was this was a time before VCRs. Yes, we're that old. They, if you missed something that was going to be a television cultural event, let's say The Wizard of Oz or The Ten Commandments or Charlie Brown's Christmas special, if you missed that the next day in the lunchroom or the class or whatever, or around the kids' water cooler, you had nothing to say, man. You missed that event for another year. A year.
Yeah, another thing that comes to mind for that, for me,
Mhm.
is, and I actually never even saw this. This was back in the Cold War days, the day after.
Oh God, yeah.
I actually did not see that. So I
Oh,
totally missed
it's on
that.
YouTube, Dave. You need to check it out.
So I can watch it now.
Sure.
But back then, everybody's talking about it.
Oh yeah, man.
But I totally missed out on that.
Wow, yeah, that scared the stuffing out of a generation.
Or there
Yeah.
was some very good miniseries that were out back then that
Mhm.
if you missed it, you missed it.
That was it.
Remember
That was
V?
Yeah, loved V.
Or what was it? Winds of War, I think was another one.
Winds of
There
War.
was some.
Yeah, with Jan Michael Vincent and based on the novel of the same name. Excellent. Yeah, you missed one episode. Well,
Yeah, there was no going back. There was
no.
no let me check YouTube. There was no let me find Netflix. It was just gone. There was no DVR. It was something that you had to experience at that time
Yes.
in order to
So,
really feel it.
so have we been desensitized by the luxury of the age we live in, by the technology that we have with us at all times. We have the Library of Alexandria at our fingertips. Um, we like to watch cat videos with it, or maybe what have you.
Hey,
But
there's some good animal videos out there.
there are. Yep. So, um,
Are we
but
oversaturated with things? Is that taking some of this mystery away from us? I say
I think.
that
Go ahead.
because I've mentioned this kind of before in some of our discussions as well.
Mhm.
I'll use video games as an example. I remember
Yes.
growing up, you'd get a video game. You might even, you just walk to, you go to the store, you go to the mall, you go into the electronics boutique, and you find a video game for your computer that you didn't even know was coming out. You didn't know anything about it going in, and you thought, this looks cool. Half Life. I didn't know anything about the original Half Life until I saw it on the shelf and tried it, and that was just an amazing thing to discover. And it seemed like I could focus on. You'd have just a couple of games that maybe you'd be focusing on, so you'd be able to focus on
Sure.
that and enjoy that. I have a Steam library that I am embarrassed to say I probably have more games in there because
Uh-huh.
I've found sales or got them off of websites like Humble Bundle
I,
that just give me so many games that I have more games on there that I have not ever played than what I have. And I find that when I go to sit down and like, let me play something, you look at this whole list and it's like, wait, what do I want to do? Maybe I want to do that. Wait, no, maybe I want to do that. It almost becomes
an
a
embarrassment
chore
of riches.
to figure out what I want to do that just never happened before.
These are the days of miracle and wonder. I don't think you have to feel so bad about your Steam account though. That's one of the advantages. You get to discover these games in your own time. Um, Maybe that's a plus. Uh, I like technology. I like having the Library of Alexandria at my fingertips. I like being able to see the Wizard of Oz whenever I want to. Um, but that being said, there is that mystery gone because of that? Um, wow, it's a very good question, Dave. A very good question.
I
I'd say the mystery has to be reassimilated or re. I don't want to say repackaged, but the fact of the matter is,
redefined.
well, maybe. Well, take social media, the platforms of social media. The Facebook from 10 years ago is not the Facebook of today because they have to repackage it. Because if something gets boring, then they have to make it look interesting again. So you click away, and the AI is able to take it from there and sell you stuff like the world's flat, and, and you can run with it all the way to the capital. So, sorry, what am I saying? But what I am saying, getting back to the topic, getting back to the topic, the idea that uh, I mean, it's all there, but it has to be repackaged. It has to be tweaked in order for the companies to make money. What do you think, Dave?
I agree. No. Yeah, I find myself kind of straddling the issue as well. That yes, I love this new technology. Here we are on I almost said Facebook on YouTube doing
Sorry.
this.
Yeah.
We've listened to music on YouTube doing this.
Mm.
Music that
Yeah.
never would have heard in my younger days.
And
I
from
would
around the
not
globe.
know any of these Finnish bands. I would not know any of these European bands unless they came over here.
Exactly.
And that is an amazing piece to this. For that, the mystery is still there. It's
Yeah.
other
Maybe
things.
that's.
It's things like sports. I used to be very big into sports.
Mhm.
Now, maybe a combination of seeing so much of it over the years and the fact that well, okay, the Eagles are playing. I'll just tape it. I'll watch it later, and I'll just fast forward through stuff and watch it then, which isn't quite the same as, oh my, I gotta be there just to watch it live and see it happen. Then
Right,
you
right.
know you're still seeing it for the first time, but it's still not quite the same. And like I said, maybe just from being years and years of it, that it just doesn't have the same appeal to me as it did when I was a kid.
Is it possible? Well, let me ask you this: how has COVID-19 shifted things for you, or has it at all? I mean, a lot of people would get together at certain places and congregate and have that whole social experience of watching a football game, eating wings, drinking beers. I would only eat the wings and drink the beers because I'm not a big sports guy. But have you felt anything
That
along those lines?
See, that's the weird thing is that I'm not on select sports. I'm not a huge social participation person.
Okay,
Like football, I would rather be there watching it in my living room,
gotcha.
just to
That's cool.
have everything that I need right there, and
Oh,
you
I'd
know, being
agree with
able
you. If
to
I were
enjoy
doing
it
sports, that's
without
what I'd
dealing
do.
with the drunks. Um,
Why unless I'm one of the. No, sorry. Please.
but yet,
Yeah.
things like when we would go to the Wings lacrosse games,
Oh,
that was
wonderful.
something that just had to be experienced by being there.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. And I hope at the end of this, or I don't know if there is such a thing, but the adaptation at the end of the adaptation of this, I'm looking forward to seeing returning to the Wings again. I hope they're there. Philadelphia Wings is what we're talking about, by the way, guys.
Yes, yes, I'm sorry. Now,
Box lacrosse,
it's a wonderful thing.
along
Now,
with the Flyers. We haven't seen a Flyers game forever.
oh, was that a couple years ago when you brought the knife?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was funny. We get to the door. I'm like, yo, man, what's with the metal detectors? As if 9/11 never happened.
So I had to give
There
him
I
the
am with
car
my
keys and he had
Swiss
to go
Army
back.
knife. I'm like, son of a. Anyway, but enough about us. Um, you know what though? I mean, if it weren't for the adaptations of COVID-19, we wouldn't be doing this. Um, so
Yeah, it will be, some of the mystery will be back when all this is lifted and we can get back to a concert again. That will
yeah,
be a big
to your point,
weight off of us, I believe.
true. I think that mystery. You know, back in the 70s, the late 70s, early 80s, mostly late 70s, um, as a kid, I was petrified of Bigfoot and UFOs because they always had these BS docudramas and would scare the hell out of you, like, oh shit. But the advent of the cell phone, that little tiny piece of technology with the camera on it, every one of us has a camera. And I am really depressed at the lack of Sasquatch shots and UFO documentation apart from areas of the
Yes.
Midwest and trailers. Very, it just that leap in technology took away that mystery, took away that little bit of magic, and it's
Now,
gone.
other magic.
Well, for most of us.
Now, other magic, to get back to the concert idea,
Yes.
think of when we were growing up and there were bands that we liked.
Yeah.
We didn't have this readily available information to us 24/7 about
Mhm.
those bands. So think of, okay, Def Leppard.
Right.
They had a 4-year period between albums. But remember that feeling when initially, oh my God, they've got an album coming out. that you happen to
yeah.
see in a magazine somewhere where it was mentioned that next month this album's coming out.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh yeah.
suddenly it was magical at that point, because now you didn't know. Nowadays, for the entire 4 years, you'll know exactly what was happening. Oh well, they're going into the studio. They had issues. This is happening,
And
and
now you can buy that album with a click of a button. Done.
yeah,
Done. Maybe it's up to us, Dave. Maybe it's up to us to find that mystery and to hold on to it and to squeeze it for all it's worth. Get them juices.
make
I don't know.
our own mystery and magic out there. There we go.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. We have the tools for it. Do we have the talent? I hope that we are. I hope we do. Well, not us, but I mean us collectively.
Yeah, just us. You guys out
Yeah.
there, no chance.
Who are you guys? Just kidding.
You guys can all help us.
Yeah.
It take
Yeah.
it takes a village. Wow, I
To
feel
find
deep.
a mystery.
And Scooby Doo and gang, they can tell you that's the truth.
We would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids.
Which reminds me of something I want to discuss with you offline.
Well, it
Anyway,
just so happens there's, I think, 30 seconds left.
yes, we're about done with the mystery. So, what's my final say is, yes, the mystery has gone away a little bit for me. Sir?
Yes, but the mystery's still there, and it's up to us to find it.
I like that. So, our challenge to everyone, let us know what you think. Go find your own mystery. Let us know about that. Thank you guys.
Indeed, thank
We
you.
appreciate you guys. Give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your own ideas about this topic. Let us know some
Yeah,
other topics you might want to hear us talk about. We're hoping this becomes a new thing.
could happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep your eyes to the sky.
And your ear to the ground.
Take care, everybody.